The Young Turks brought to you by Carbonite Online Backup. Get a free trial at Carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.
In Wisconsin, of course, we had this famous election at this point between Prosser and Kloppenburg. Prosser is the Republican judge. Kloppenburg is the Democratic judge. Kloppenburg had a 30-point margin that she had to make up after the February primary. That seemed absolutely undoable. But it looked like, because of the anger against Governor Walker, that she actually did make up that margin. And she was leading by about 200 votes, when all of a sudden, in one of the counties, a woman by the name of Kathy Nicholas came up in a dramatic press conference a couple of days later and said, "Oh, golly gee willikers, look at this. I found 7,500 new votes." And they all happen to be for Prosser. No, that's not actually entirely fair. It was actually a little over 10,000 votes, and the margin happened to go 7,500 in favor of Prosser, according to her claims. Now, a lot of Democrats did not believe this for a number of reasons. First of all, did you know that Kathy Nicholas originally worked for Judge Prosser? Funny thing. Now, she's a Republican, of course, and has been in Republican politics for over 13 years. Again, former bosses Prosser. Fine, that goes to motive, but Republicans are never. In fact, there was a Democrat she brought out with the press conference, Ramona Kissinger. She's 80 years old and has now put out a statement saying, I came out and said that her math was right. She's like, but people are relying on me as an expert now. She said, I'm not an expert. She said, I don't know where she got those numbers. And she just showed me the numbers and asked me, does it add up? She's like, well, if I look at those numbers, yeah, they add up. She's like, I had no idea it even swung the election. Now, this was a couple of days later when everybody was talking about how the election was so close. Apparently, she didn't even know that. So basically, this Republican, he grabs an 80-year-old Democrat that's with her and goes, so does that math add up? Yeah, okay, come on. Puts her in front of camera. She doesn't even know what's going on. And she says, yeah, okay, yeah, that math adds up. And she goes, see, the Democrats agree with me. All right, so those are already 2 strikes that are questionable against her. Third strike, she got in trouble before because she refused to use the normal state system for counting votes. She demanded that it go through her own personal computer. Sound the sirens. Come on, man. That's crazy. And it went through her own personal computer that they call antiquated. And she said that's why she had the math problem. Or maybe that's why she had the math solution, right? Now, did she rig the vote? I don't know. And I really don't know. And I'm not just saying that, okay? Because there are now political analysts and polling analysts who say, no, the new vote is the one that you would expect to be more in line with previous vote totals in that county, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not a foregone conclusion at all by any stretch that she rigged it, okay? But should there be an investigation, given the number of questions about her? Absolutely. Look, on her own personal computer alone, I'm done. I immediately call in a judge, say, grab the computer, let's figure out the evidence. I'm not going to trust her that she did the math right on her own home computer when she says she gets confused and doesn't really know a lot of the things, and that's why she had to recount. We're supposed to just trust her? When she used to work for the guy she now swung the election in favor of? Now, that's crazy. So Tammy Baldwin, who's a United States congressperson from Wisconsin, has said that there should be a federal investigation of it. The U.S. attorney should step in and make sure that the votes were counted right. That is the most obvious statement of all time. Of course! All right, well, if that's the case, well, Democrats all across the country, well, all right, why don't you direct the votes all through your personal computers? And if you ever lose an election, like in California or other Democratic states, just come out and go, oh, look at that, I miscounted. You'll take my word on it, okay? Be on your way. Yeet. Just trust me. I did the tabulations back at home on my iPod. It's fine. No way, man. Grab her computer, make sure she did things right, figure out if those votes are real or not real. Come on, man. That's the minimum thing we could do here.
Eventually, you're going to have a computer disaster, your computer is going to crash, and you're going to lose all your files. But with Carbonite Online Backup, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically saves your files off-site. You can access all of your backed up files from any computer remotely, or if you want, you can also access your files through an iPhone or BlackBerry with Carbonite's awesome free app. Carbonite costs just $55 a year for unlimited backup for your PC or Mac. Think about it, that's less than $5 a month. Get a free trial at carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.